So in our last video, we talked about making a color variable that allows you to swap the color of things based on the conditions that they're in. So in this case, if it changes the color between light and dark mode, the text color will automatically change. Let's talk about making another variable called a Boolean variable. Rather than having two separate pages, one for light and dark mode, wouldn't it be great if we just flipped a switch and then when we change that switch on one page, it swaps everything from light and dark mode? So in order to do this, let's get rid of our dark mode page. I've got it selected. I'm going to delete it away. Let's make sure our light mode page is set up correctly. First off, if we click on the title for light mode, we can go over to the appearance panel and we can see that the collection one is set to automatically choosing the light color. So that's the mode that it's in, and that's what it's going to automatically choose. As far as our text, when we select both the headline and our example body copy, we can go over to their appearance, and we can say they are also set to auto. So make sure both of yours are set to auto as well before we build out our little switch. Now to make our little toggle switch, we'll do this off to the side. We want to make a little component that has two different states, essentially having an on and an off state. So let's build that component. I'm going to grab my frame tool and then click and drag and make just a simple small frame. Now with the frame selected, let's set our fill color going into our libraries to be the background color. And we can set the appearance, so at least for now, let's change it over to something darker so we can see it on my background. So I'm going to keep it at the dark for now. Next, let's round off our corners. So with it selected, we can choose our corner radius and give it something really big. I'm just going to make it 100 so that it rounds off on both sides and looks like this. Finally, let's go and grab our ellipse tool and click and drag and make a simple little circle, perfect circle, and put it on that side. Just to make it show up a little bit better, I'm going to add an effect, and you could either do a drop shadow. I like the inner shadow, just to make it look like it has some depth and control to it. All right, so with frame one selected and all the stuff inside of it, we need to turn this into a component. Going up to our design side for the frame, we'll click once and create it as a component. I'm going to call this my toggle switch, T-O-G-G-L-E, switch. And this will be the first state for its toggle switch. We need to have another one that has the button on the other side. So going back up to our toggle switch settings, let's create a new one. So this second variant, we can double click on it. All we're going to do is drag it over to this side. Now let's animate this switch. Going into prototype mode, remember, we can select our first variant and we'll drag it and connect it to here. So when we click on this one, it's going to change it to variant 2. And let's set the animation to be a smart animate. You can also play around with the curve of the animation. I have found that ease in, back out adds a little springiness to it. You can also play around with the duration. With this one done, let's click on our second variant, so this one here, and let's link it back up to here. Again, clicking on this, it's going to change it back to the default to the first one, and it's going to smart animate, keeping all of this exactly the same. Now that we have a component created, we can drag on a copy of it. Remember, you can go to your assets panel and open them up. Close that guy out. Let's place it onto here, and let's prototype it. I'm going to do it in preview. All right, so now when I click on it, look at it go. Back and forth. So that's essentially what we've created. Now that we've got this set up, we need to add some variability to control when I turn it on and when I turn things off. I'm going to close out my preview and let's go back to our main little switch up here. The first thing we need to do is to define our variable. So going over to our left-hand side and open up our variables panel, drag it on here so I can see it a little bit better. I'll make this wider so I can see both of my different states. Remember, we have a state for light color and a state for dark color. The kind of variable that we want to have is going to be a Boolean variable. Boolean simply gives you two options. So when I select it, it's either going to be true or false. I'm going to change the name of this to be the what state that you want to call it. Generally, it's good to get into a habit of not using any kind of exclamation points or question marks. Just keep it at simple words. If you really want to be fancy, rather than having any kind of spaces, you can also do underscores because that's STAT, because that's the way computer programming is set. And we want to be able to change this up. So for the light color, we need to know, is it going to be true or false? And to be honest, it really doesn't matter. So we're going to set light color to be the toggle switches on this side, which is set to false. And if it's swapped over to the other side, true, then it's going to swap over to the dark side. Now let's program this into our switch. I'm going to close out my variables. Right now we're working in prototype mode. Let's select our first little variant. We've already got an interaction for when it clicks, it's going to swap over. So let's choose that interaction and let's add one more thing for it to do. So clicking on the plus sign will add the ability to set a variable mode. So this gives us the ability to change over a mode as well as changing it to the different button. So with this one selected, the action we're going to do is to set a variable mode. It's going to be in that same collection that it's in. And we're going to swap it over from light mode to dark mode. So once it's clicked, it's going over to here. All right. If I was to click on this one, let's set that interaction as well too. So with it selected, we're going to add on one more interaction. We're going to set its variable mode. And this time, when we click on it, we want it to go back to light color mode. So this is going to change up the mode that we're working in based on whatever position we've clicked on. Now let's test it out. We'll zoom back out. Let's test it up in here. And when I click, there it goes. Look at it go back and forth. All it's doing is not only is it swapping from one to the other, it's also changing that variable mode we're working in and thus changing up all of the colors inside of here. To see it in action, you can open up your variables. So here we are. Right now, we're in this mode, the light color mode. Everything is true over here. But when I click on it, I tell it to swap over everything to use these variables. I do see one small thing that I would like to change. Whenever we go to dark color mode, I can't see my little pillbox down here. But that's an easy fix. Let's go back to our toggle switch, and I can double click until finally it selects just this second little variant. Oh, I'm not in design mode. Let's go back to design mode. Now when I double click, I can select just that individual thing. Let's change its background color variable, the appearance of it, in this case, whoops, to be the light color. Now when it swaps, it'll be between both of those. One more time, let's update it. And so now, not only does it change the color of the background, even my little pillbox animates into there.